everybody, so let's go ahead and take a look at how this grip looks. It's the Evo grip from TDI Arms. I believe it's 25 bucks, 30 bucks on the website there, so take a look at that, and that is with a vertical grip on there. So you see, I mean, it looks like it makes a lot of sense. And for some people, it definitely will. For some people, it definitely won't. So a lot of it depends on your hand size and how you grip the gun. So one of the things that they wanted to do with this was to give you the ability to do like a C-clamp hold with a an AFG type thing, as well as being able to go. That's so hard to do a vertical grip anymore. Do it just regular vertical grip and still have something that you could hop out on. So yeah, it's kind of not necessarily a solution looking for an answer or a solution or a problem, but it definitely is different. So this is actually the best setup I've found for it on this, because right here you can see that it is on a rail that clears it from the actual handguard, so that when I grab the handstop with my finger, I can just run it to the end of the rail and come around. So that gets rid of this annoying thing. It just pops it between my fingers. I'm able to go at it and get a good pull back on that. So that feels really, really good. Obviously, I'm not really using the vertical grip a whole lot in that scenario. I don't really shoot like this anymore, so that's just me. But this is typically how I would look at shooting. But being able to go to a vertical grip if I need to, it's kind of nice. But again, if you need it, then maybe it's something that you should have. I don't know. So again, yeah, I think this is the best setup there. You can kind of see how that lines up, and that's really nice. That's really, really nice. So there's that right there. And again, I mean, if you have big hands, my hands are somewhat moderately sized. I know, guys, it's super hot. I only record on the hottest days. So, but my hands are, modestly sized, and I don't think that that's a huge, huge problem. I think if you have bigger hands, it might be actually better, because, you're able to clear some of the stuff that, I can't. So, but yeah, I mean, I do think that it looks really, really good. I mean, again, look at that. That line's right up there. In fact, before we go to another gun, what I'll do is I'll show that to you, and you can see how well that lines up. So let's go ahead and pop this off here. And this is one of the reasons why I love the MFT vert grips, because, unlike a lot of the ones out there, even with the Mo grip, you don't have to like remove whatever you have to put that on there. Well, obviously the Mo, anyways, but so yeah, I mean, look at that. That's the rail there without the grip, and then I have to drop every piece of this in. So there's that. You see, just popping it right in there. Like that. So I mean, that's pretty much as good as you get for something like that. So again, I do think that it's better suited if it's on a rail that's maybe on like a key mod or like an M-lock, something like that. And so when we go to a more conventional gun here in just a second, you guys will see kind of what I mean as far as when it's on the same rail as everything else, and why I don't like it in that situation. So, all right, take a look at that. Okay, guys, let's take another look at the Evo Handstop from TDI Arms on a more conventional setup. So in this case, you're not going to get much more conventional than this M4 Tree. I know it's crazy, but so here you can kind of see it with everything that's lined up, and this is where the problem starts to occur. So when it's on sort of the same plane, and I can't really get my fingers around the front end of it, so now I have to deal with that weird little protuberance in the front there. If it was more pronounced, that'd be awesome. If it was gone, it'd be more awesome. Like, it's just not in the right spot for my hand. Again, you're probably looking at this going, oh, man, hands, oh, little manlet. Like, cool, get whatever you want. Like, if you have big enough hands, I think this would be great. But, so for me, it's on this type of gun, it's just not quite what I'm looking for. I'm going to continue to run it for a while, just see what I think. It's not a bad product by any means. I mean, it's sturdy, it's great, it's metal. I wish they would make it in plastic. But it's almost like using an AFG for the first time, when you're used to using like the broomstick grip from like way back in the day, where you all of a sudden start with an AFG and you're like, holy shit, this feels weird. And then you use it for a while and you're like, just doing this feels so unnatural, coming up there. But that's kind of what they made it for. It's a little trigger thing, whatever. Yeah, so The other thing you'll notice too is there's a little bit of wobble there. Part of the hanger, but you can see the. So what that is the rails on this thing, in addition to being ancient, because this, they're not really spec for Picatinny. They're actually just rails that they put on there. So MFT stuff is awesome. Sometimes this will have a little bit of an issue with fitment. So it really, 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 really wants a mil spec Picatinny rail. Obviously, this has all those cutouts in there, so it's not going to give you the best fit. But the thing is with that is you can actually just put some tape underneath it, like the electrical tape, and problem solved. So, guys, I'm going to continue to run it. I mean, I don't think it's bad. It definitely takes some getting used to. You definitely need to kind of look at your stuff and say, okay, is my setup working for this? Is this something that's worthwhile for me? And when I first set this up, I moved my light, my grip, everything, and it's like, okay, well, what am I giving up to get what I get? Okay, what advantage is this giving me, and what do I have to give up to make that work? And so, if you look at it and say, wow, I'm moving my grip, I'm moving my flashlight, I'm moving my this, my that, my pack 15, my blender, whatever else, jacuzzi, maybe it's not worth it. Maybe it's something that just is not working for you. But yeah, so like right there, my hand just kind of bumps into the back of the light. So now if I want to go ahead and use that, I come right here. So again, like I said, I will keep trying. I don't think it's bad. But either I'm missing the boat, which is totally possible, or just my hands are too small, like Jewel. Guys, that's all I got for you today. I'd love to run on and make this an 80-minute video, but you guys don't want to watch that anyways. So catch you guys in the next one. It's super freaking hot here. Take it easy. See you.